Beautiful people, welcome back to another episode of Kenganda, the #1 East African show. Today I'm joined by Joel. That's our way of greeting in Uganda. Today we're going to be discussing a topic that would interest some of you or most of you. Joel is going to help take us through how you can easily get adjusted to moving to Uganda from the West or from America. Joel, please introduce yourself.
Okay. I'm Joel Bellenson. I moved, first came to Uganda 12 years ago, doing medical research, and eventually moved here full-time 7 years ago.
7 years.
And I've been here 7 years straight with hardly a break. And so when you come here, well, if you come here for fun, you may have your first time might be a safari, or I don't know what your reason will be, but maybe when you decide to move here, though, it's a different game. It's a different game. It goes, you've definitely taken it up a different notch than just being a tourist. So it's a beautiful place, people are super friendly, and that doesn't stop. Continues to be beautiful, people continue to be friendly, but now your requirements are going up, you want to stay. Now, luckily, it's real easy to get a visa to arrive here. 50 bucks at the airport, you're in. In fact, you can go to all of East Africa through that.
You get it after reaching the airport.
Yeah, you can try to do it before you even leave, but as long as you've gotten your yellow fever shots and you got your card, you're going to get you have $50 in cash. I think that's the same. I haven't done it lately, but
I think it's
so you pay your money and you get your passport stamped, and I think you get 2 months. I thought. I don't know what it is now, but it's something. It's not permanent, and if you want to renew it, you can. You can renew it 2 or 3 times, I think.
When you renew, do they keep giving you a period of 2 months?
Yeah, I think they give you like another 2 months each time, and you can keep on doing that. And that's not up to a point. At some point, they're going to say, well, maybe we should leave and then come back. But it's not heavily enforced. Now, where it gets trickier is when you want to get a job or if you're going to start a business. Now, they really want you to start a business here. They want you to invest. They really do.
So that's an advantage.
So it's not that hard, but life goes, it's a matter of picking which track to take. And that's where you can contact me and I can help you figure it out. The lawyers know, and I've dealt with the lawyers for so many people. I know what questions matter and whether or not you should be coming as an investor, as a skilled person. And I've migrated twice. I first migrated to Canada from the U.S. and now to here. So that's all sortable. In the end, you're probably going to be paying $50 to $100 a month for your right to be here.
Really?
Yeah, for your visa. If you want to have a work permit, you're probably going to pay what amounts to, I think it's lately, $1,500 per year. So
to get a work permit?
Yeah.
How about starting up a business?
You're going to have to show that you have enough money. I think they want to see you have like $100,000 in the bank.
That's a qualification.
That's one of them. Yeah, if you want to do it through your own business, I think they want you to have $100,000 in your bank, or demonstrate that that's available and intended to be done here. You don't have to go through the Uganda Investment Authority, but you may. Again, call me. I can help give you advice and guide you to the right professionals. So you can arrange your stay here, and the place is welcoming. It wants people to come here. It's the opposite of the Idi Amin times.
Yes, the opposite.
It's very welcoming. Uganda is among the top 10 biggest recipients of refugees in the world.
We have very many of them.
And so people are just flowing here, of all kinds of colors, trying to do things. This is a place of opportunity for everyone. It's the safe haven of East Africa, and Indians come here. They find opportunity here. The Chinese are coming here. So everybody sees this place as a place of opportunity. It's challenging.
Let me interrupt you a bit. So you've taken them through the process of getting here, some of the requirements they may need. When they finally reach here and have decided to settle here, would you advise for them to get like an Airbnb, a hotel room, or would you advise them to rent?
Okay. Well, it depends. If you're intending to stay long, I would advise that you rent. and it's a matter of how far you're willing to be from the central business district. If you need to be in Kampala, which most of us do, there's other parts of the country that also are beautiful and are developing, whether it's Jinja or Barara or Entebbe. So all these other places are developing too. You'll have to figure out where you're ending up, and maybe if you're coming affiliated with the group or organization, that will dictate. If you're being brave and coming on your own, as I did, you'll want to rent, and it's much cheaper to rent an unfurnished apartment and furnish it yourself. But that will, however much cash you have to do that, you'll be out that cash. If you want to preserve your cash in the short run, you get a fully furnished place and pay a much higher rent. If you want a place to Western standards in Kampala, you're probably going to pay towards $1,000 if you're in the main core radius. But you can get down to $200 a month if you go for an unfurnished, and then use that difference to buy your own refrigerator, washing machine, blah blah blah, couches, TV. I started off unfurnished, and I built up my own. I furnished my stuff.
Is there, when you go to rent, do you have any issues? Do the landlords or the chairpersons care that it's a foreigner trying to rent? Does it go easily when you go to a place and you ask to rent that house? Or do you have...
Well, they always are going to want... The thing that Americans are going to be surprised about is that you're going to have to pay a few months in advance. They may want you to pay 3 or 4 months of rent in advance. We're not used to doing that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, but that's the culture here in Uganda. Because there's so much untrustworthy issues, when you go to rent a place, they'll tell you to pay 3 months maximum. You pay in advance just to make sure that you're going to stay for some time. So when you come here, it still has to be the same issue.
You know, everything here is based on pay in advance.
Really?
Everything. Every single thing you do. Every single thing you do. Obviously, you fill up a gasoline tank of your vehicle, if you get a vehicle. That's a whole other story. But electricity we have to pay in advance with Yaka.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, you pay in advance.
On the phone, we pay for airtime in advance.
Oh, good. Yeah.
On data, we pay for data in advance.
Yeah, you
we pay
buy
for
the news.
every single thing you do here in this country. In fact, throughout the continent, you pay in advance. And if you're lucky, you're paying only for 1 month in advance, and not 3 or 6 or a whole year. I mean, some countries it's so competitive to get nice apartments that you may have to pay a year in advance. Like in Angola.
A whole year in advance.
Oh yeah. Just to hold on to a nice place.
That's really good.
So Uganda is not quite that competitive, but so yeah, everything is paid in advance, and that's be grateful you have dollars.
Do you need like a letter? If you're a foreigner, do you need a letter before you can be allowed to rent, or does it just go easily?
I think people want to see your passport. That makes them feel better. So obviously you have your passport, you got here somehow. So show them your passport.
Show them your passport, pay your rent, and that's that.
And then if you want to drive around, you can try that. I didn't drive instantly. I did a lot of walking, and then I started riding as a motorcycle taxi.
So
Eventually I started driving on my own. But I had been here for a few years. And they drive on the opposite side of the street. And the steering wheel's on the opposite of Americans.
It's different from yours, guys.
And it's chaos here. It's organized chaos.
Yeah, the roads.
It's improved now. Everything about this place has gotten massively better compared to when I first came in 2007. So internet is faster, cheaper. Yeah, because that's the other thing. When I first came, it almost felt like I was camping. Right, and just I felt like there was no infrastructure. Right, there were just anything I wanted was so rare to find. Even a cup of coffee in 2007, that was rare. A decent toilet like you're used to, very rare to find, even with toilet paper.
Very rare.
Internet was slow and mega expensive. But now everything has changed. It's gotten way better. We have coffee shops all over the place.
We have faster internet.
Way faster and cheaper. Because like when I first came here, it was $1 a minute to make a phone call. So Ugandans would just beep, right? They would just beep you.
Do you think people in other African countries beep, or is it just Ugandans that beep?
Everywhere beeped back then. Now it's cheap enough people are calling
Yeah, yeah.
and texting and what's up. All that has changed
Yeah, all that
everything.
has changed.
And data prices, I think they fell by 70% last year, right?
Yeah.
And they keep on falling. So,
And the speed
but
gets
but it was so different before. Everything about this place was different, right?
What would you have to tell them about the food?
The food, it's cheap and it's everywhere.
Did you buy, do you try to cook? Which one?
Well, if you eat on the street, you're going to tend to get sick, which is okay. Just make sure you have antibiotic. And I got sick a lot, and that's okay. I
Because
did.
you ate from the street.
I ate from the street. I ate from other people's homes too, and everybody's germs are different.
Yeah.
And your body just is going to have to adjust. I mean, I've had malaria many times before I became resistant to it, and I stopped taking any malaria meds.
You're resistant to it now.
More so, yeah, definitely.
So for the food, would you advise for them to go downtown, high-end restaurants, cook for themselves?
All of it. I mean, we have really nice restaurants now, right? You even can get sushi here, believe it or not.
Yeah, you can
We're
get
landlocked,
sushi.
but they air deliver tuna and salmon every day to the sushi restaurant. One is started by a guy from Vancouver. So we have really great food. I mean, this town is the Chicago or New Orleans of Africa, right? So I say New Orleans because that kind of blends in this idea of kind of real local culture, because Uganda was the last country colonized, so its cultures are much more alive. And so people from all over Central East Africa come to Uganda to experience real African culture in food, in dance, in music, all of it. So this place is like a hub. It's like a Las Vegas for all of East Africa. And you know, what goes on in Vegas stays in Vegas. Same story in Kampala. What happens in Kabalagala stays in Kabalagala. This place is...
You really understand that statement if you finally visit or come here. We didn't talk about the citizenship. Did you finally apply for citizenship?
Not yet. I'm not married. Although if I did get married, I think it would be 3 years afterwards I'd qualify.
So if you marry a Ugandan,
you can
qualify for
within 3
citizenship?
years after.
And
then 10 years here. If you've been here for 10 years, you can also become a citizen. Yeah.
Oh, and not, so currently you pay a fee?
I pay for work permits and business permits. I pay for those.
Is it annually?
Well, I sometimes will get 3 years in advance. Like my last one, I did 3 years in advance for my business-related permit. And so you can do it annually, or however long you're planning on being here. You know, whoever's sponsoring you, if you have a company that's behind you, or if you're doing it on your own, you're going to be doing it as your own business, and there's your own set of things you have to go through to get that, and I can help you. Anybody who needs help, come to me, and everybody's situation is unique, I know, but I've seen a lot of scenarios, and I can route you to the right people, and hopefully reduce your anxiety about all of it.
So guys, you heard it from Joel. If you ever have the courage to settle in Uganda or in Africa, feel free to give him a call. He's going to give you his details, his email address, his website, his WhatsApp contact, so that you get in touch with him and get all the details.
Yeah. So my phone number is +256 784 302928. That number again, 256 784 302928. My email address is Pangea1, P like Paul, A Apple, N Nancy, G George, E Edward, A Alpha, number 1 @gmail.com, Pangea1 @gmail.com, and then my website, yes, is Wakanda Analytica. So Wakanda, you know how to spell that, right? Analytica, well, the difference is I spelled it with a K. So WakandaAnalytica.com. And sign up, let me know what you want to talk about. I can help you out. And I wish someone had been there to help me when I got here.
But you're here to help.
I'm here now to help others.
So you guys are that lucky. Thank you so much for watching. That's what we have for this episode. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Give the video a big thumbs up. Leave all your questions and comments down below in the comment section, and we'll see you in another one.
Bye.